Hello everyone. Let's paint this beautiful landscape scene today using watercolor. It's uh, it's of a beautiful sunrise on a field, over a field. Uh, I've used very few colors. I've used yellow, orange, and blue. I'm using 300 GSM cold press paper. Mm, the size of the paper is A4, but I've halved it. It's for my convenience. I usually paint on half of the A4 size paper. Maybe next time I'll use a bigger one and see how different the feel is. If you can, if you look at all my videos, I've always used this size. I think I can next time I can um, choose a bigger one. Anyhow, so the the uh, the white of the paper I've left it for the sun, and the rest I've colored it as in yellow first, and then slight tinge of orange. I have the field. I have used blue instead of green. My idea was actually to first um, color it in blue and then glaze it with the yellow, so that it would look green. But as in when I was coloring it, I found that I felt it was dark enough, um, just as in the picture, and I just went ahead with the blue. And if you see the contrast of it also, it goes with the yellow. So um, let's see how it turns up. So here you would see that how I'm adding in more of darker shades of blue. So the value of the blue I've changed. I've also added the same orange to the blue and given it a darker value for the field. This time I've slightly changed my technique where I wait for the paper to dry a little bit more, because otherwise it gives a wet on wet effect, and then there are cauliflowers and all these uh, well, you can call the mistakes uh, the beginners make. But so I have let the layer to dry a little more than I usually do, because what happens is when I'm painting, it's the fun of painting it that you just don't want to stop, and then you just keep doing it. And I think that's a mistake I was doing, was not letting uh, the the underlayer to dry. And thankfully, the weather here is kind of dry, so I mean there is humidity, but it dries faster. So since I'm not using as much water, I think I also regret another thing that I did, that is I should have covered the field with yellow, the same yellow that I've used for the sky. It's kind of something that I picked up while learning watercolor, is that the reflection of the sky that you have. I use the same color for the field below as well. So um, there's always the same colors that I use. Like if it's If it's a blue that I've used for the sky, I would use the same blue even for the field or the ground below. Uh, and the values change, but I prefer using the same because it gives this balance in the picture. I think I just miss that, doing it. And looking at it now, I feel I should have done that. It would have um, mm, given it a little more uh, better balance to the picture. Here, I see that there are a lot of, though I initially colored it with the blue, I should have done a little more yellow, which I used for the sky. I'm also using this technique of dabbing the paint. Um, it gives those droplet, it forms those drops and random drops. So that also looks good. So this is the final look of the watercolor painting. Hope you've enjoyed it as I have.